All right, yo, what's up? We're analyzing this plus 12 Ruby life pools that we just finished. Spent all night trying to complete this darn dungeon, and we finally completed it, and in time even. So I was a little disappointed with how my damage looked at the end of it. So kind of try to go through and see what I could have done better. So for this pull here, the first pull, the moral of the story was don't miss the pre-incarn, which I missed here at the beginning because I was hitting record. And then the second pull, there was a period in the middle here where I kind of uh, was like stutter stepping a little bit and not being super precise or deliberate with what my next cast was going to be. I feel like the video is playing back a little bit quicker. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, so yeah, I did tank damage on that pull. That's seems crazy. But let's continue onwards, I suppose. Let's just skip ahead to the end of this guy and see. So what was my damage? Okay, we're keeping on both single target, so I don't think that that's necessarily a problem. I'm sure that there's always little stuff to min max here. Again, I think that excessive movement is definitely probably the biggest culprit to my damage not being as high as I want it to be. Okay, so I tried to stack in melee since we have an all melee comp here. Figured that would be better for stacking up the hail bombs. Yeah, we didn't have it great. Looks like our healer decided randomly to kind of run out. Not really sure why. So yeah, again, a lot of little stutter steps while let's see. So I was trying to, you can see down here in the bottom left hand corner, these are my spell casts. So I was trying to get the afflicted, and it looks like I accidentally soothed instead of dispel corruption. It's getting to the point, I think, where I need to separate this macro out because I'm sure you could go back and look at all the different videos at the times I've been trying to remove corruption and I actually wind up soothing or vice versa. Yeah, so then during Hailstorm, I'm doing a lot of jumping around. This is where I pop my cooldowns also, which, I mean, they're up, so it's time to use them, I guess. Maybe there is an angle on waiting until the dangerous damage event was over. Now, normally there would be an argument for pressing it because it's keybound into my Nature's Vigil, but I did actually deliberately press this early on the last pull to try to get it on cooldown to try to have good usage on it on here. So that whole plan just went out the window. Yeah, I think being able to actually sit and cast while I first bit of incarn up would have been probably pretty good as opposed to having to worry about living. So hail bombs, one move. Okay, so I'm definitely like, I didn't need to move all this much, right? Like I could have just stopped here. There's the concern about chill storm. So like maybe, okay, so let's think about it. So if we get chill storm here after these hail bombs, if I've moved slightly here, if I don't get it, fine. One of the melee's probably going to get it and they're going to run over this direction. So I'll be okay. If I get it, I can run behind me to drop it. I honestly don't even have to move that far. Maybe sidestep a little bit just to get a better positioning. No. I can just stay right there, turn around, disengage out of it. Yeah, okay. So that would have been a good little optimization. I don't know. There's really no need to be moving together. So here, being with the boss for the whelplings, I guess would have been good. So there's literally, okay, all of these things, I didn't need to do any of this movement, right? Because like I'm a boomkin, I'm ranged. What do I need to be doing? I don't even really need to do this vortex either. So I think the play here, I should still be over here where the timer is, and I should just be blasting, like unloading single target fillers into the boss to prep up a bunch of starfalls. Once the tank has aggro, just slam all the starfalls, get the dot up, break the shield. Here I am though, moving. And then like, yeah, that's the thing. Once I've got like a bunch of spenders built up, I can move there if I need. Okay, the rogue's booning on the ads. Dirty patter. Okay. Yeah, and then again, Chillstorm. So here, if I got in Chillstorm there, I just kind of turn around and disengage to the team. That's actually a really, maybe that'll never be relevant again. Maybe I'll never be the only ranged in this dungeon again. But yeah, being ranged here seems great because I can just be out, move out with the Chillstorm, or just stand there and then get out with movement ability. Yeah, all right. Oh my gosh. Rogue, oh, okay, yeah, grappling hook out and then shadow step back in. Very good, very good. It would have been a totally decent time to press Nature's Vigil also, just for the record. Okay, yeah, again, all these little stutter steps, which, you know, I'm doing it while I'm casting Instant Cat spells, so, like, it's less of a concern, but I think maybe another thing that I can utilize to help with movement is trying to bank resources a little bit more, and then planning movement around mechanics, right? So, like, if I know hail bombs are coming up here, for example, if I can unload a bunch of filler. So here we go. Okay, I've got a proc. I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see. I've got a proc on Druid. I think it's 4 set this season, which gives a severely reduced cost of a spender. I've got 3 stacks of the other part of the tier set, so I'm incentivized to be casting my filler anyway. So if I can build up some astral power with, you know, a couple wraths and a new moon, then I can be set up for 2 or 3 globals worth of movement while I'm moving out of hail bombs. See what I do. Starfire. Okay, that actually is what I did, so good on me for lucking into that. That's kind of neat. All right. Certainly wasn't thinking about it when that happened, but okay. So here, yeah, not great positioning for Chillstorm. I don't want to sprinting here. No, just a bear form and live angle. God. Tyrannical is so dangerous. All right, I think that's about enough for there. Let's go ahead and get up here. So we're going to not really look at the dragon because the healer got hit by frontal and we all just died because without a healer on the dragon, you're just going to die. Unless you are a mage or something and can do things forever. Okay, so we are dotting things up as we're coming in. The tank, I noticed the tank, okay, runs over there to grab stuff. So here's maybe where I should have been looking for a moon, sunfire, or solar beam to help out with grouping. Living bomb. I need to get a countdown for this living bomb. In fact, you know what? Let's just go make that right now. Live weak aura development. So this living bomb thing has kind of got me a few times. And getting the timing on it right is going to be very nice to have. So what I want to do is have like a little countdown dealy bob, which if we look at, where do I have one of those? Fusion circles? No. Dragonhide. Algathar circles. That one doesn't actually work though. Does this? This one does. Oh, this one's the weird one where I put it on my mouse cursor. I don't really like that. Let's see. Uldamon maybe? No. Life pools. Okay. Well, we can go back to... let's see. So what is it? It's just a debuff circle. So let's just make it. We'll just make it from scratch. It'll be fine. Okay, circle. New aura. This is not working for some reason. Oh, right. So it's a progress bar. Just do clean here. This is going to be living bomb. Counts down. And then I believe... can I not? Sorry, this part's going to be... You know what? I'm just going to pause and get this set up, and I can show you all the options that I set up. Okay, so we made a little weak aura here. It's just a little circle thingy, and hopefully this is going to count down based on the duration on the debuff. Color orange, put a little knock adds thing on it, triggering it on living bomb, which it's hilarious how many living bombs there are. Hopefully this works. I'll probably go test it after this. And yeah, we're just only going to load it in Ruby Life Pools. So there you go. Problem solved there. Active weak aura development. Let's go. Okay, so the tanks group and stuff up. How are we looking on duration? We're at 9 minutes. Yeah, we can keep going. We can keep looking at this stuff. So again, I'm just sitting in bear form here for a good 3 or 4 seconds, which again, the weak aura is going to help with again. I just noticed something. We have 2 Sarkareth cloaks in this group. That is just, we're ignoring that for now. Okay, so we knocked up some stuff. We hit bear form. We didn't die. Something here, which I think I did actually notice, was the flame dances. Okay, I don't know. They did go off. They didn't go off. I think, yeah, I died here to just Inferno. Okay, so Oh yeah, I remember now. This is where I should have just bark skinned. I actually should have just bark skinned for the living bomb knockup, because as you can see here, I'm at 0 health after the initial tick on Inferno, and I have no health pot. I have no renewal, so I'm just dead. Because, yeah, I mean, just dead. Yeah, so yeah, maybe not dying helps with doing stuff. So use bark skin. That's what I should have just used. And then yeah, we get back here. I don't know. The poll's over, so we're not even gonna worry about this one. Okay, this one I think I actually did a reasonable job on. Well, let's have a look. So it's 3 mobs. I pop Incarn. We're blasting. Again, probably don't need to be doing so much stutter stepping or anything. I think I even tried to let somebody else get those. But like, okay, we got 13 seconds left on Incarn. Trinket's not even over yet, and the poll's over. So I don't know. I don't think there's really much I can like. I can't really chalk that one up to poor play. That's mostly just like outlaw ret diff on a 3 pack, a pack of 3 mobs. Okay, so something else though I want to actually fix real quick because I'm reminded by this is I don't actually have my remove corruption tracked at all on my druid bars. So let's fix that, shall we? Which ones are they? It's this one. Nope, that's a bunch of mana stuff. All right, we're gonna druid abilities. That's not the wrong. That's not the one. Where? Defensive, huh? Huh. Do Are they just some random place that's not in here? No. Oh, no, it is in here. Okay, great. So let's add row 2. You know what? No, we don't need row 3. We're just gonna add it to row 2 for now. In fact, Innervate's a dumb ability. Let's just change this. We don't need Innervate. Let's do remove corruption. Remove corruption. There. All right, now we got that tracked. Cool. Great. Fabulous. Okay. Oh yeah, I did want to see who pulled the dragon here. So, running. Oh, I think it's actually the rogue. Huh. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't actually matter. I don't really care. But see, okay, look, the rogue's underneath the dragon. The dragon can see stealth, right? So now I'm not doing any favors here either, right? Like I'm way too close. If the rogue hadn't pulled, I definitely would have. But yeah, it was definitely a rogue pull there. So let's have a look. We're dotting things up. We're gonna get into our Eclipse, and we're gonna die. Pop health potion. Pop bear form. Okay, I lived. That's good. This is what I'm talking about. I feel like the entire dungeon was like this, where it's like, all right, we're dotting things up, but then like, obviously we didn't plan to pull this dragon, but I'm like having to go bear form to not die. So therefore I'm doing half tank damage and the pull's already over. So like, yeah, I don't know. This one definitely does feel like a bit of a comp diff. I'm not saying there's not things I could have done better and that I didn't make some big mistakes, but like, for real though, like look, so make the pull. I'm dotting stuff up. This is effectively a 3 pull, right? But it's becoming okay. I spent too much time dotting up the Scorchlings. I shouldn't be doing that, right? They're just gonna fall over. So what's the point? So I could have had, I don't know, 3 or 4 more globals of actual damage on the real mobs. It's not until here. Oh, yeah, I didn't even get Sunfire up on the 3 mobs. So again, that's another part of it. But again, you know, here I am in bear form, just trying not to die. So, you know, that's good too, I guess. Mm-hmm. All right, well, lesson learned there, I guess. And then this poll got a little spicy if I'm not mistaken. So I'm like, all right, I finally got a decently sized poll here. I can maybe do some stuff. It's not even decently sized. It's just the three of them. I'm trying to be conscious of my personal usage with Inferno. But again, the poll's already half over, and I'm just now starting to ramp damage against. But even against 3 targets, it's just not even anything. And again, I'm in bear form, trying to do Living Bomb. We did the weak aura to help with that. Flame Dance is interrupted. That's good. Cinder Bolts. Yeah. I do have Incarn here, but I'm saving it for the boss. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so hold on. So check this out. Getting cast on here. Okay, here. Okay, it is. Oh, this stupid afflicted thing is like, all right. Okay. This is just so good. Okay, so afflicted here. I want to show that I want to view this, and then I also want to do targeted spells here. Okay, so just showing this. This one. No, this one. Just gonna move this up a little bit. Yeah, there's like this awkward overlap. This is probably never gonna happen again, but we adjusted for it. Okay, because I remember looking at the death log after this death and be like, oh, I just got single targeted. I mean, that's what this thing is for, right? Like, which actually, I don't wanna bump this thing down a little bit. Where is it? This guy? This guy. Just, bring it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, maybe there. Maybe up a little bit. I don't know. And then, yeah, so there the cast is going off. I mean, someone could have kicked, I guess, but no, that wasn't even what killed me. Oh, it must have been like an Inferno plus a Cinder. Okay, so the Inferno goes off. I'm low. I could press renewal here. That'd be good. Don't. I'm getting targeted. Definitely want to. I did press renewal here. Okay, well, I mean, guess I press bear form and hope for the best. Because, yeah. Cast dead. This is kind of turning into like analyzing what I could have, how I could have lived. All right, so then this boss. What's my damage actually on this boss? Probably not great. Yeah. It's rough. Okay, so let's just take a look at one of these ads spawning. Okay, so ad spawns. I'm out. Target the ad. Get dots up. Start casting things. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I played this okay. My positioning could have been a little bit better for baits on the boulders specifically, which I think my ad baits were good. Boulder baits, there were definitely some sketchy ones on everyone's part, but mine in particular. I also probably could have like had my rotation a little more dialed in. I don't know. It's hard to really chalk this one up to a comp diff, but also just not running into the fire there would be great. Love how it kind of like blended in a little bit with everything else that was going on. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm doing afflicteds, but how much does that really matter? I mean, the rogue and the ret, I guess the rogue is able to just tunnel the whole time, but... Yep, alright, well, and then we have this absolute clown fiesta going on over here. You know what, let's just not even... So, okay, this pull from the tank, I think, was a bit aggressive. So let's see what actually went wrong. Because this is an absolute disaster. Actually, no, the pull after this is even more of a disaster. Okay, so we're grouping things up. I'm making sure not to pull the next group, because that, okay, the rogue is getting flash fired. Everyone's kick, well, Paladin's kick isn't on cooldown. Most kicks are on cooldown. And the rogue's just getting blasted. Rogue's just dead. There's nothing, unless they have like, no, they're already cloaked, so the rogue's just dead. That's down 1 kick already. Then we're getting Thunderstorm. Which is rough. And okay, we've got our next Flash Fire, which is on the healer. Which nobody kicked. Yeah. I mean, look, the Flash Fire here is like low-key the most dangerous thing in Pugs, because like kind of just goes under the radar. I was very deliberately like holding my Bark Skin for if I got targeted. You can even see here, right? So Paladin gets targeted, I run out, I get targeted. The Weak Lore is actually working this time. I immediately slam Bark Skin because like I'm getting targeted. Of course, that's the time somebody does actually kick it. Thank you, Mr. Tank, for looking out for me. Appreciate it. Just an unfortunate coincidence. And then the healer's down, and I just don't have enough stuff to live at this point. So we don't need to look at that. And then some hilarity ensued with trying to kill this last pack. I'm like dead for most of it. Yeah, basically if the boss finishes channeling while the shield's up, it's like a 5 million damage hit. And yeah. Okay, how was my damage towards the end of this fight? I mean, for 2-target cleave, where I probably should be doing pretty well. Not great, but I don't know. So one thing, I guess, I started the fight in the little cubby hole or between the two things, which historically has been where you start as ranged, because you actually see the dragon flies over here and it lands between, and then this sets up for like good fire placement for the rest of the fight. My team, however, has decided to engage the boss well away from that location, and it takes me a minute to realize this, but once I do, I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're just not fighting over here. That spot there where I got nature locked, the Weak Lore I have set up to yell about it, was off, which is interesting. Usually there's a 2 or 3 second lead time on it. But yeah, the rest of this, I don't know. I thought I played this fine, all things considered. I was mostly focused on staying alive, because I was looking at the timer coming into this and being like, all right, yeah, even when we were wiping over and over again, well, not a full wipe, but even when people kept dying over and over again on the second to last pull of the dungeon, I was still like, yep, nope. As long as we don't fuck up the boss fight, we're living this. And I actually had a lot of confidence, because the previous 2 boss fights were no deaths, like pretty good execution. So, yeah. That's gonna probably wrap it up. We'll just play the little end screen here. Get the +6 IO on the Ruby life pools. An abysmal 235k DPS overall. But yeah, Subrise, I guess. Don't move so much. Try to plan out movement when you need to. You can pool resources to help with with spender instant casts for when you do need movement. Actually, I feel like there's not a lot of room for that, given the current like tier set balance druid. But neither here nor there. Anyway, hope you enjoyed or got something out of this. I was just rambling. I had a good time. We'll do this again sometime. Adios.